Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a huge bag with a very pretty opening and it's got some blends colouring in going on at the front. I love it, and the beautiful Petal passion paper is kind of designed for the whole colouring in thing. I just think it's adorable. So I'm going to show you how to make the bag, and I'm going to do a little bit of colouring in and I'm going to do some chatting while I'm there. I've had lots of questions about kittens. So let me show you how to score and fold the bag, because you need to do that bit first before you do the colouring, because you could, if you wanted to, colour all over. I was just, a bit lazy. So I had a bit of a move around on my desk and I can't get to my scoring tools as easily. Right, 12 by 12 paper, 30 and a quarter, 30 and a quarter, no, it's 30 and a half, isn't it? Don't worry about writing anything down, all on my blog. Click open the description bar and you can watch this video with all of the measurements underneath it. Okay, on the first side, score at 1 3/4, 5 3/4, 7.5 and 11.5 inches, which in metric is 4.5, 14.5, 19, 29. And then turn it round and score it at 1 3/4 and 9.5 inches, which in metric is 4.5 and 24. Now, let me move that out of the way. We have got, you'd like to see it better this side. On the horizontal where you've just got two score lines, we've got a taller part. That's going to be the top. That's going to be this part. And a shorter bottom. That is the bottom. And when you fold it round, let me find the score lines. There's a score line there. That flap there is what you're going to stick to. So that's going to be the back, which means that this part here is going to be our front. If I burnish it for you, hopefully you'll see it better. Unfortunately, we're blessed by the fact that it's black and white paper, and there's not a lot you can see. Black and white paper. So if I get all of this scored up first, and you should hopefully be able to see the panel to colour first. You could make this box actually, this bag rather, with cardstock and then cut a panel of DSP to put on the front, because we do have 12 by 12 in Whisper White and Basic Black, so that might work too. Then you wouldn't need to worry about which was the front and back for colouring. But as you can see, there we go. I've got a little panel there and then a wide bit. That's going to stick around, which means that one next to the panel is the back, so you want the other one to do your colouring on. So I'm going to grab some blends. I'm going to grab, no idea what colour. And let me just get this out, and I'm going to try and remember to put the link in this time around. I have special blend storage. One of the ladies in my team, Heidi, who on YouTube is Flutter by Heidi, she has loads of MDF storage specifically for Stampin' Up products. She has loads for sale. She is British, so she is in the UK, which is, well, she would be British, being in my team, but she's in the UK, and I know us Brits really struggle to get this kind of storage, and this has been designed specifically for blends, and it sits at the same height as storage you can get for punches. Now, I'm pulling out cherry cobbler. Oh, and it lives on its side like that. Obviously, I've shown it to you the wrong way up, but cherry cobbler, and I'm going to go for Pink Pirouette, and I want to put another colour in there, but I don't know which one to do. Shall I clash that with that one? Let me just see how I get on. Okay, so it's this section here that I'm going to work with, and if you haven't seen me doing blends work before, lay down your light and then come in and do detail. I don't do a zoom in because I'll probably forget I've zoomed in and then not zoom back out again, or I'll take it off camera. And then do little blobs of dark. And then come in over again with your light to blend it, because that's what you're doing, you're blending it. So, it might sit slightly easier on the cherry cobbler, so that's the light one, isn't it? Okay, so I had quite a few questions about my kittens, and I do have a few people who were worried where Fennel is. So Fennel is, she's going to be 14 in February the 24th, and she is a beautiful Burmese, and she is absolutely fine. She had to go and have some teeth removed, a bit before Christmas. And unfortunately I'd been and got the 2 kittens. I'll talk about those in a second. And then about a week later I thought, Fennel's not looking so good right now. She had a little ear infection, but she also had some problems with her teeth. And it was about a week after I'd got the kittens. But no, she is absolutely fine. She loves the kittens. She's telling them who is boss. That would be her. And she's actually being a kitten again herself, which is lovely to see that she is playing. So for everybody who has worried and wondered if anything had happened to Fennel, no, she is absolutely fine. She is still my buddy. She's the only one who's allowed to come around the house at night. The others get locked away, but she always has been allowed to parade around the house wherever she fancies. Is that light or dark? She's always been allowed to go wherever she fancies. But the other 2 get locked away. They are, they're crazy. So a few people asked what breed of kittens they are. The one who was parading all over my desk on Friday with a very sort of gingery body, she is a Bengal called Berry. And the other one, who put in a very brief appearance, is Sorrel, and she is a Savannah. I didn't go for alliteration deliberately, but yeah, she's a Savannah, which is perhaps not so well known over in the USA, because they are, well, both Bengals and Savannahs are descended from wild cats, but a Savannah she's an F7, which means she's only 7 generations away from the wild cat called a serval. And I'm told that they are banned in certain states in America. Which I didn't know, actually. So you perhaps haven't heard of a Savannah, but very lovely cat. She will grow into having very long legs and quite big ears. Okay, so you're seeing how this blending is going. I don't know that you're seeing the pink pirouette very well. Let's just bring in another colour. Hopefully you'll see that better. Let's have some rich razzleberry. Okay, so light down first. And then a blob of dark in the middle. And blend it, basically. And that's how you get this depth of colour. So light, then dark, and light again. Just so pretty. And actually what's quite nice, although I haven't got one up at the top yet, I will do one. Oh look, there's another one to colour. The kittens are hooning around outside. I've got the office door shut today. They were asleep when I was filming on Friday, so it was a bit unexpected to have them appear in the office. As you can see, actually comes through the other side, which is no bad thing, but yeah, be careful how much detail you put up at the top. Let's have another red one. I do like the red. You don't have to do all of them. Cherry cobbler is my favourite colour, but it's just a bit of fun, and it's pretty, and it's unique because it's you that decides how much you do or don't want to colour. And I chose one. Oh, I chose the same one as that one. Typical. We do have a blend pairing in Old Olive. I have to say it's not my favourite green, so I might not put any leaves on. I don't know. See how I fancy. So who's loving Celebration? Are you all enjoying it? I love Celebration. Had loads and loads and loads of people join my team because it's just such a remarkable offer. £99 and you get £130 worth of stuff that you can choose yourself, and any 2 free stamp sets from the 2 main catalogues. I think that's a saving of about, well, the 2 most expensive stamp sets in the catalogue total £90. You know, who isn't going to want to join that? And then have the opportunity to grow a business straight away. I have a lovely lady who's joined me from Germany, and she's been shopping with me for a long time, and we've talked before about her joining, and she has now, and inside a week she'd held her first workshop. Brilliant. So, you know, for £99, €129 it is, you get to start a business. And, you know, anybody who's watching Dragon's Den can't normally start a business for £99. So, we like a business you can start with £99. And I too started my business. I paid £99. I was a Celebration joiner. So like all of the people who are joining now, I too joined in Celebration. Got my special deal. £99 I paid. And my kits, I could choose £160 worth of stuff. So actually it's a much better deal now. £160 worth of stuff, and started my business. And it's almost 5 years since I joined. Wouldn't ever change it for the world. Best thing I ever did. There. Right, so we're done. We're scored. Let's chop. Okay, so I've got these little parts, this thin section here. I'm going to trim off a little bit there, and then down here I'm going to get rid of that skinny section. You will perhaps see it a little bit better after I've cut. So that's the bit I've removed, and then this is all loose here, so I want to run adhesive down there. My glues are now right in front of me, they're just there. They used to be over there. Had a little bit of a move around. I got some, oh that one's round. Some special gadgets and equipment for my office, which meant I had to have a bit of a move around. There we go. So that's the back. And we know it's the back because this isn't coloured in. Fold that. And then this part here, if you just push with your fingers there and there, right in the middle, at the same time as pinching, just like that. I'm looking for my... Well, I was looking for... Oh, it's there. Just because I moved it around, I was looking for my peg. But I've only got one. Because one of my sons, he had homework the other day. Draw a peg. Really? Okay. I don't have clothes pegs. I'm the queen of the tumble dryer. And this was the best I could do, was give him one of these that I used to hold stuff closed. And he appears to have not returned it. Thank you, Luke. What peculiar homework. Draw a peg. I don't know what mark he got for it, actually. It was literally only a few days ago. So maybe he hasn't got it in yet. Maybe he hasn't got a result yet. I did say to him, is it meant to be 3D? Is it meant to be a perspective? Is it meant to be like a new version of it? No, I think it was just simply a peg for peg's sakes. I guess it was to, you know, get shading and shadow and stuff. But I need to retrieve it because I need 2 pegs. That's a really pretty bow, but I've got one tail sticking over the other. So there you go. And this lovely part here will open up like that. Very pretty. Depending on how much you've got in it as to how much it will expand. But isn't that a pretty bag? Looks so different to that, but the principle is exactly the same. Oh, look at me. I've chatted on for 13 minutes. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Thank you for all of the questions, particularly the concerned ones about Fennel. She is absolutely fine. She's my buddy, my best buddy. And the 2 crazy kittens are just bonkers. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.